What is up, book nerds? We're doing an I Predict the Jacksonville Jaguars tier list. This is a do or die year in Jacksonville. They have the emerging threat of the Houston Texans, as well as the growing threats of the Tennessee Titans and Indianapolis Colts. They just balled out for Trevor Lawrence, giving him that fat contract. They gave him the money. Let's see if he earned it. Let's hop into this. Now we got game 1 against the Miami Dolphins. I have this game being 38-26. Spice it up a little bit. The Miami Dolphins have a great offense. The Jags have an alright defense. They got Josh Allen. I know he changed his jersey to add another last name. I don't remember what it was. But point being, they got him. They got the guy out of Georgia they drafted first overall. I think it was Walker. Trayvon Walker, I think. They have an all-right defense. I don't think they'll be able to stop the Miami. And I don't know how strong their offense will be. I think it's just okay. Now Jacksonville is able to get a win over a Cleveland Browns team. Jacksonville is able to get the better of this team because Cleveland is still adjusting. I mean, Josh Allen is able to put that offense to work. He is a nightmare for Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Joku, and a list of others. Jacksonville is able to get the lead and get another touchdown to seal the deal. Cleveland has a terrifying defense, but the Jags offense is able to do just enough. Now we get the Jags getting another win over the Buffalo Bills. They are able to stifle the Bills' offense. The defense is not much to worry about. The Jags own the Bills when the Bills were good. I still think the Bills will be solid, but it's an easier time for the Jags. But but Buffalo makes a slight comeback, so 24-19. The Jaguars lose an away game to the Houston Texans. They wind up kind of screwed. Maybe a rough call or two. I'll throw in there. Spice it up a bit. Not really that close at any point. Maybe in the first quarter, but after that, Texans start to run away with it. And CJ Stroud dominates over Trevor Lawrence. The Jags beat the Indianapolis Colts in Jacksonville. The Jags dominate the Colts in Jacksonville. It's just a fact at this point. Anthony Richardson does well for himself. He has a good rushing touchdown. But Trevor Lawrence is able to outplay him in the passing game. And Jacksonville's defense is able to stop a nosebleed in the run game with Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson. So the Jags are able to win 27-20. Now with the Chicago Bears, the Jags beat them in a 13-10 event. Kind of boring. Both offenses play all right. Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence have comparable games. Their defenses play really well. You got Montez Sweat and Josh Allen both doing really well. In total, you have 3 touchdowns. Say Jags have a missed field goal. Now, the Jags get a narrow win over the New England Patriots. This is a scary game for the Jags. They look like they're going to lose it for a bit, but pull away in the fourth quarter with a narrow win. Trevor Lawrence has an off game. They narrowly lose to the Green Bay Packers 30-28. Jordan Love and Trevor Lawrence have a battle. Their defenses perform not great. Both of them kind of have an off defensive day. letting their offenses kind of run wild. Packers save it with a last-minute field goal and bringing the Jags down 500. Now the Jags get a 35-31 victory over the Eagles. The Jags play a sneaky good game. Their offense is fire-powered. Trevor Lawrence balls out, but so does Jalen Hurts. Again, not a strong defensive showing from either side, but the Jags do just enough to win. Now, in a game against the Minnesota Vikings, they have a high-scoring affair. They narrowly win 30-24. The Jags are able to just barely hold on. Trevor Lawrence and J.J. McCarthy go to war. Jay Jettis gets 3 touchdowns. Let's say Josh Allen gets a weird interception. And call that game. And the Jaguars continue their winning streak with a surprising win over the Detroit Lions. The Jags pull off a surprising victory, 27-16, off game by the Detroit Lions. Trevor Lawrence continues his stint in the MVP campaign. Josh Allen plays a great game on defense, as well as the rest of the Jags defense. Sorry, I don't know a lot of defensive players' names. But the Lions fall to the Jags. Now, the Jags finally beat the Texans. The Jags are able to outplay them. This is C.J. Stroud plays a solid game, even slightly better than Trevor Lawrence. But Jacksonville, with Travis Etienne, is able to establish a better run game than Joe Mixon, and are able to do enough to win. A lot of the Jags wins are really close, so a lot of them are just enough wins. And the Jags lose to the Titans in Tennessee, 21-13. This is not an especially great game for the Jags. They're not able to get much going on offense. Tennessee has a good defensive game. Jacksonville has Trevor Lawrence just does not play well, and Will Levis is able to take advantage of that. And the Jags have a surprise blowout loss to the New York Jets, 24-3. Trevor Lawrence, he ain't looking too good coming off that Tennessee game, and he continues to not really look that good in this game. Sauce Gardner destroys this man. The Jags are able to get the 27-20 win over a struggling Raiders team. Gardner Minshew watches as his former team gets a last-second victory, thinking a bomb to Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas bomb to end the game. The Jaguars exact revenge over the Titans with a 33-28 game. This is a high-scoring offensive affair, which I'm trading touchdowns after touchdowns, goes crazy. All of the receivers have amazing days. Running backs have solid days. Defense not looking too great. And the Jags win at home. And the Jaguars end the season with a defensive matchup against the Tennessee Titans. They lose 19-13. With an 11-6 record, that makes them second in the division. This may be able to get them into the playoffs. I don't know. This AFC is really stacked. I have to look at the numbers. But they do have a good chance at it. But this loss does lose them the division. And with that, please subscribe, hit that bell notification to be notified when I upload next, and hit that like button. Use my affiliate link. It helps me out a lot. See you in the next one. Peace.